From the Oakland Alameda County Stadium, this is Kurt Berglund with more Pine Tar Baseball. This is round 2 action in my tournament of the great teams between 1964 and 1989, voted on by you, the Pine Tar Baseball fan, way back in January. And doesn't that seem like a long time ago? This is a best-of-5 series. The 1976 New York Yankees have taken games 1 and 3. The 1974 Oakland A's took games 2 and 4. This is a rematch of Game 1's pitchers, which also took place in Oakland, between Catfish Hunter for the 76 Yankees and Ken Holtzman for the 1974 A's. In that one, the 76 Yankees were victorious by a score of 3-2. Each game has been a nail-biter in this series, and I expect nothing less from this one. Let's look at a recap of how these teams got here. This is the tournament bracket that we have for the American League. Let's look here. 74 A's beat the 76 Red Sox 3-2 to win their best-of-5 series in the first round. The 76 Yankees beat the 83 White Sox 3-1 to win their first-round matchup. And on the other side of the American League bracket, the 68 Tigers defeated the 70 Orioles 3-2 in that best-of-5, and the 1980 Royals have defeated the 87 Twins 3-2. On that side of the bracket, they are also down to a Game 5, which will happen tomorrow, between the Tigers and Mickey Lolich hosting the 1980 Royals and Rich Gale. So we'll see how that works out. The winner of these two series end up in the American League Championship Series for the bracket. And the winner of that series will go on to face either the 1964 Phillies or the 1979 Expos. A couple of Cinderella stories on the National League side of the bracket. Let's look at the batting orders and lineups for today. This is being played in Oakland because Oakland has home field advantage, having won the World Series in 1974, and the 76 Yankees, of course, did not. They were swept in 4 games by the Cincinnati Reds. For the 76 Yankees, leading off in center field, it's Mickey Rivers. Batting second in left field, it's Roy White. Batting third and doing the catching is Thurman Munson. Batting fourth at first base is Chris Chambliss. Batting fifth, the DH, Lou Piniella. Batting sixth, the third baseman, Greg Nettles. Batting seventh, the right fielder in today's game, Elliot Maddox. Batting eighth, the second baseman, Willie Randolph. And batting ninth, the shortstop, Fred Stanley. On the mound for the Yankees is Catfish Hunter, who owns a pair of C's when he's pitching on the road, with a strikeout modifier down below of 77. He can work 8 innings or more if he's pitching well. For the 1974 homestanding Oakland A's, it's Bill North leading off in center, Bert Campaneris batting second at short, Sal Bando batting third at third base, Reggie Jackson batting fourth in right field, Joe Rudy batting fifth in left field, Gene Tennis batting sixth at first base. Jesus Alou will do the DH chores in this one and bat seventh. Ray Fosse will do the catching and bat eighth. And Dick Green, the second baseman, will bat ninth. Pitching, as I said before, for Oakland at home, Ken Holtzman. And you can see he has a AA rating with no strikeout modifiers and 7 innings pitched maximum, unless he's pitching well. And then he gets a bonus. All right, I think we're ready to go. Every pitch gonna be big in this one. It's game 5, elimination game. One team moves on, the other goes home. So let's see what happens. It's Mickey Rivers stepping in against Holtzman. And we'll see what happens here in this one. I'm not sure what happened to my camera. Oh, there it is. Okay, here we go. Rivers stepping in against Holtzman. Pitch to Mickey is driven over everybody's head and to right field. It's in the gap. It splits Jackson and North. Rivers is around second. He will make third and lead off the ball game with a triple. A leadoff triple for Mickey Rivers to lead this one off. Roy White standing in, nobody out. The A's infield will play back. To try and get White taken care of. Pitch to Roy is a ground ball to short. That is Campaneris. He looks at Rivers, and Rivers will hold while Campaneris makes the play across to Tennis for the out. There's one out in the first, and Rivers still camped on third base. It's Thurman Munson stepping in. Thurman Munson for the Yankees. The Yankee captain. Pitch. That's also trouble. Hit to center field, and that's over North's head. It's going to roll all the way to the wall before North can get there. Rivers will score on his hands and knees from third base. Munson trots into second with a double. One out, and another man in scoring position for the Yankees. Holtzman off to a rocky start. The Yankee first baseman Chris Chambliss steps in. The pitch to Chris is, don't tell me, it's strike 3 called. Chris takes it looking, and that's 2 down. Lou Piniella, with a chance to give the Yanks a 2-run lead in the first inning, steps in now. Pitch to Sweet Lou is hit in the air to right field. Reggie Jackson's going to come in a few steps, and he'll make the play, and that will retire the Yankees in the first, but they get the start they wanted. And that is with a run on 2 hits, no errors, and 1 left. And the Yankees lead game 5 of this winner-take-all series 1-0. Catfish Hunter taking his warm-up pitches on the mound. Bill North ready to step in. Catfish is a C across the board on the road. And this one is grounded to second. That's taken by Willie Randolph, who throws to Chambliss for out number 1 in the first inning. Bert Campaneris comes to the plate as the Yankee infield throws it around. Campy against Hunter. And this one is a little hit to right. Goes the other way, and it lands in front of Elliot Maddox in right field for a base hit. Bert Campaneris is on board with a single and is a threat to steal. He is a threat to steal. Checking Munson's arm, it's a -1, knocks him down to a 67. So we'll see if they send him. Bando stepping in with Campaneris on first. Pitch to Sapp. Strike 3, swinging on a Catfish Hunter breaking ball. 2 down, and Reggie Jackson stepping to the plate. Big time power, 289 in 1974 for Jackson. Pitch to Reggie is ball 4. He walked him. 2 on now with 2 outs for Joe Rudy. The Oakland left fielder and sometime first baseman hit 293 in 1974. That's Campaneris on second, Jackson on first, 2 men out. Catfish Hunter to the belt. The pitch home to Rudy is hit in the air to left field. Roy White trotting a few steps to his left and will make the play, and that retires the A's in the first. After one complete, it's New York 76, New York Yankees 1, and the 1974 Oakland A's nothing, with Nettles, Maddox, and Randolph due for the Yankees here in the second. Nettles swings and misses on an inside fastball from Holtzman. He got it in his kitchen, and that's one down in the second. Elliot Maddox hit .217 in 1976. Platoon right fielder in this series. Ground ball third, gloved by Bando. That's across to Tennis, and that's 2 down. And Willie Randolph steps in, .267. For the brand new Yankee second baseman in 1976. And this one is lifted in the air to left. That's Joe Rudy drifting back a few steps, but he'll make the play, and it's a 1-2-3 second for Kenny Holtzman. We go to the bottom of the second. It's the 76 Yankees 1, the 74 A's nothing in Oakland. Gene Tennis, Jesus Alou, Ray Fosse, due for Oakland. Pitch to Gino is ball 4. Hunter walks the leadoff man. Jesus Alou will come to the plate with a man on second, and he is a talented bunter. What are they going to choose to do here? Tennis takes his lead. Alou digs in. He squares to bunt. He gets it down. It's bunted at Nettles, who will make the play to Randolph at first for the out, and Tennis will advance to second. Oakland has a man in scoring position, the tying run in scoring position, with Fosse and Green coming to the plate. Fosse, 196 on the 1974 season. Fosse hits one on the ground. Wait a minute. This one goes on the ground to Stanley, who gloves it and throws across to Chambliss for 2 outs. And Dick Green will come to the plate with 2 outs and a chance to drive in the tying run also. Dick Green hit .213 in 1974. Pitch to him from Catfish. He swings and misses again on a Hunter breaking ball, and that will retire the A's in the second. We go to the top of the third. It's New York 76, New York Yankees 1, 74 A's nothing in Oakland. Would be a mild upset if these Yankees can pull it off. Fred Stanley will lead off the third. The pitch walked him. He walked Fred Stanley to lead off the third inning, and Rivers comes to the plate. You would think he would be a good bunter. He's not. So we'll see how Holtzman handles him. Holtzman to the belt, checks Stanley. The pitch home to Rivers, and we have a rare play. .67 with a man on. It's chopped by Rivers. He's going to be safe at first, and Stanley will get to second. More trouble for Kenny Holtzman and the 74 A's with Roy White coming up. Men on first and second. Martin could elect to bunt here, or he could let White swing away. Munson is on deck. Thurman Munson is in the on-deck circle. Holtzman to the belt, checks both runners. There's nobody out. The pitch home. He squares to bunt. And he gets it down. Roy White bunts it to Bando. Bando's going to throw to Green, and the sacrifice works, but the A's now have this to deal with. They have Stanley at third and Rivers at second for Munson. How do they want to do this? So second and third with one out in the third. The 76 Yankees are leading 1-0. Oakland has to decide whether to bring the infield in. They are going to bring the infield in at this time. Infield is in at all four spots. Munson is 1 for 1. He doubled and drove in Rivers with the Yankees' only run back in the first. He had 302. In 1976, he had 302 back in 76. So we'll see how this works out. For Alvin Dark, as I fix my camera, for Alvin Dark and the Oakland A's. Let's see if I can do this here. Whoa. Okay. There we go. All right, that's a little better. All right, so here we go. All right, so Munson's up. Runners on second and third. And there's one man out. The Oakland infield is in. The pitch to him is ball 4. He takes it, and Holtzman loses him. The bases are now loaded. They've got another decision to make now. Does Oakland want to leave the infield in? Chambliss coming to the plate. They're going to play back. Holtzman has the platoon edge on Chambliss, of course, as he is a left-handed batter. Infield is back, playing for a double play. There's one man out. Chambliss wants to drive in a run. Holtzman to the belt. The pitch home. We have a range check. Ground ball, Bando. Bando gloves it. Okay, now I gotta check this. Hang on 1 second. Okay, so here we go. It's glove by Bando. He's going to go to Green for 1, and that's all they're going to get. That's all they're going to get. They're playing back, so that's all. Chambliss beats the wrap at first base. Munson is out at second on the force. Rivers advances to third, and Stanley comes home on the fielder's choice. So with 2 outs, the Yankees have runners at first and third. And the very uncomfortable prospect of Lou Piniella up with men at the corners and 2 outs. So let's see where we are now. Piniella. He's got Rivers at third, Chambliss at first. It's 2-0 Yankees. Pitch to Lou. Hit in the air to center. Bill North is coming in a few steps, and he'll make the play. And that will retire the Yankees in the third, but they add another run to their lead. And right now, we're going to the bottom of the third with the score. New York. 2, and Oakland, 0. And let me adjust the camera one more time. Try and get a handle on this here. Alrighty. Okay, so there we are. All right, bottom of the third, Hunter back on the mound for the Yankees, and it's the top of the Oakland order. They're down 2-0. They have some work to do. All righty, so here we go. North, 260 in 1974. He's 0 for 1 in today's game. The pitch. Line shot, gloved by Chambliss. That's one down in the third. Campaneris. This Oakland team will not typically beat you to death with runs. They got to get going here. This one's lifted in the air to center. Mickey Rivers, plenty of room, and that's 2 down. And Sal Bando, with 2 outs and nobody on, steps in. The captain of the Oakland A's hit 243 in 1974. And this one's drilled, and this one is going to get over everybody's head. In left field, that's past White, and it'll be a double for Sal. And the tying run will come to the plate in Reggie Jackson. 2 outs. Bando on second. Jackson walked in the first, his only time up. The pitch to Reggie. Ground ball second. Randolph flips to Chambliss, and that'll retire the A's in the third. We're going to the fourth. It's still 76 Yankees 2, 74 A's, nada. And Nettles will come to the plate. Nettles, Maddox, Randolph for the Yankees in the fourth. Holtzman, gotta hold them where they are, or this one's going to get away on him. Lined by Nettles. Down the line past Bando. Greg is going to end up on second with a double. And nobody out. Maddox wants to do some damage here. 0 for 1 in the game. Nettles takes his lead. Holtzman to the belt. The pitch home is trouble. That's going to be a base hit to left. Drops in front of Rudy. Nettles is slow. They will hold him at third. It's first and third for the Yankees with nobody out. The A's bullpen is going to frantically start getting to work. Paul Lindblad is throwing in a hurry. And Willie Randolph has been at first and third. A's infield comes in again. How does Billy Martin want to play this one? The pitch, he's swinging away. 67 is a ground ball to third. Gloved by Bando. Nettles will hold. And the play is made to first base to get Randolph. Maddox advances to second. So there's one man out, but now there's runners at second and third. Fred Stanley coming to the plate. Second and third and one out. The A's infield remains in at all stations. Stanley comes to the plate. He has no official trips. He's walked and scored a run. Holtzman to the belt, checks the runners at second and third. Pitch home to Stanley. He squares for the squeeze. It doesn't work. Chop to Bando. Bando's coming home with it to Fosse, who makes the tag and retires Nettles. That's 5-2 if you're scoring at home. And Maddox makes it to third base. So now it's first and third with Maddox at first base, Maddox at third base, Stanley at first, and Mickey Rivers coming to the plate with 2 outs. Can Holtzman wiggle off the hook? This might be the ball game here. The pitch to Mickey. Error chance. Line shot for Rivers. At Bando. Sal boots it. Sal Bando kicks it. And Mickey will be safe at first. Maddox scores from third, and Stanley makes it all the way to third base as the ball trickles into foul territory and some daring base running by the Yankees shortstop. The Yankees take a 3-0 lead. There's a trickle of something brown on Bando's pant leg, and Holtzman clearly not happy. Roy White is 0 for 1 with a sacrifice bunt. 1 first and third for the Yankees and 2 outs in the fourth. Stanley's on third. Rivers is on first. The pitch to White is a ground ball to short. Taken by Campaneris, who throws to Tennis for the out. But one more run for the Yankees in the fourth. It's now Yankees 3, A's nothing, and we're going to the bottom of the fourth. Death by 1,000 cuts. Hunter holding on. Rudy steps in. The pitch. Struck him out on a breaking ball. That's 0 for 2 for Rudy today. And now it's going to be Tennis. Tennis walked in his only trip. This one's a fly ball to center. That's Rivers. 2 down. And Jesus Alou, the Jesus Alou, steps in against Catfish. And that's a base hit to left. Alou pulls it, and it drops in front of Roy White. And with 2 men out, Alou is on for Fosse, 0 for 1 today. And author of a crisp 196 average back in 1974. This one, he walked him. He walked Ray Fosse. And so there's 2 on with 2 out for Green. Tempting to hit for him here. It's very tempting to hit for him here. But not yet. If Green comes through, they're going to need that glove. So they're going to let him bat and take their chances. They're down 3-0. A hit would be big. Pitch to Green. is hitting the air to center, but not deep. Rivers coming in, and he's got it, and that'll retire the A's in the fourth. But we go to the fifth. The Yankees looking to build on their 3-0 lead. The meat of the order is up for the New Yorkers. It's Munson, Chambliss, and Piniella. Munson's 1-for-1 with a walk and a run-scoring double. See if the Yankees can knock Holtzman out of this game. It's a base hit for Munson. Right field, he goes the other way. He's aboard. Chambliss, a double play target if they can get him to hit it on the ground. Pitch to Chris. Hitting the air to right. That's Reggie Jackson. He will make the play for out number 1. Lou Piniella, pretty fair double play candidate in his own right. Holtzman has shut Piniella down. He's 0 for 2 today. Ground ball, Campaneris. Campy goes to Green for 1. Return throw to Tennis, not in time. And Piniella legs it out, if that's the expression I'm looking for when it comes to Sweet Lou. He's aboard with 2 outs. Piniella on first. Nettles coming to the plate. 1 for 2 with a double and a strikeout for the Yankee third baseman. Pitch to Greg. Ground ball short. That's Campy. He's going to go the short way to Green, and that'll retire the Yankees in the fifth. Holtzman throwing a lot of pitches, but getting through. Going to the bottom of the fifth. It's 3-0 Yankees. Top of the order now for Oakland against Catfish. A big game pitcher, if there ever was one. Bill North, and then Bert Campaneris, and then Sal Bando. All right. North, 0 for 2 on the day. Pitch to him is looped to right, just past Randolph's glove, and a base hit for North with Campaneris coming up. They could run, but they're down 3. Outs are precious at this point. Campaneris steps in. Campy is 1 for 2 on the day. Pitch to him. North not going. Trouble. Big trouble. Hit to right. That's going to be over Maddox's head. Over Maddox's head. He will chase it down at the wall. Meanwhile, North around third and will score on Campaneris' double. Oh, wait a minute. Maddox. Oh, they're going to hold him. Maddox has a good arm. They're going to hold North at third. My bad. So it's Campaneris at second, North at third. Nobody has scored yet for Oakland. And it's Bando at the plate against Hunter. Tying run is at the plate. A long one knots us up. There's nobody out. North at third. Campaneris at second. We're in the bottom of the fifth, and the Yankees are leading 3-0. Pitch to Bando. This one's hitting the air to left. Roy White, maybe the worst throwing arm in the league. He will make the catch. The tag. North will score on the sacrifice fly by Bando, and Oakland is on the board. It's 3-1. Campaneris holds. Reggie Jackson will come to the plate with 1 man out. It's 3-1 New York. Reggie, 0 for 1 today with a walk. The pitch to him is grounded to short. Yes, it's grounded to short. Taken by Stanley, and where is Campaneris going? Stanley will go to Nettles for the out. Reggie is safe at first on the fielder's choice. Campy with the play in front of him tried to get to third and is thrown out at third base. Stanley to Nettles, 6-5 if you're scoring. And Jackson is safe at first. That is a gaff. And now Rudy comes to the plate. 0 for 2 with a strikeout today. Reggie working on his lead at first base. He can tie the game as well. Pitch to Joe. That's trouble. That's going to land. It's going to split White and Rivers in left center, and Rudy will have himself at least a double. White collects it. Here comes Jackson around third. The throw home to get him is not in time. Rudy drives in Jackson all the way from first base, and that will cut the lead to 3-2. Tennis comes up with the tying run at second base in Joe Rudy, and Billy Martin's getting a little edgy in the Yankee bullpen. Dick Tidrow is going to start to throw in the Yankee bullpen, and Gene Tennis has a chance to tie this game. Jesus Alou on deck. The pitch to Gino. Hit high and deep. That's way back, and gone to center field. Gene Tennis has hit another big home run in this series. Catfish Hunter has choked up the lead. It's 4-3 Oakland in the bottom of the fifth. Way over Rivers' head and gone for a 2-run homer for Tennis. 4 runs in the inning. It's 4-3, 74 Oakland. Catfish disgusted with himself. Jesus Alou stepping in. Hit in the air to left, Roy White will take it, but the A's have taken the lead. It's after 5 innings. The 74 A's lead 4-3, and we have a totally different game on our hands. The bottom third of the Yankee order now up, and don't they wish they had scored a few more runs when they had the opportunity earlier in the game. Bottom third of the Yankee order, it's Maddox, Randolph, and Stanley. Maddox is 1 for 2. Ground ball short, taken by Campy. That's 1 down. Randolph. Pitch from Holtzman. And now Holtzman strikes out Randolph. Close call, third strike. Randolph's not happy, but too close to take, Willie. Too close to take. All right, now comes Fred Stanley. Much like Fred Green or Dick Green earlier in the game, probably too early to hit for him, but oh, is it tempting. All righty. Stanley. Two outs, nobody on for Fred Stanley. Pitch to him. Ground ball short. Campaneris throws to Tennis, and that'll retire the Yankees in the 6th. We go to the bottom of the 6th. Oakland leading 4-3 in this best of 5 series, Game 5. Winner take all. Catfish back on the mound. Fosse will lead off. It'll be Fosse, Green, and North for Oakland. Pitch to Ray. Struck him out on some heat. Catfish a little bit ticked still from last inning. Dick Green. 0 for 2 with a strikeout for Dick. Hitting the air to left. White's coming in. He'll make the play. That's 2 down. And Bill North. 1 for 3, scored a run. Ground ball short. Fred Stanley across to Chambliss, and that'll retire the A's in the 6th. 3 innings to go in somebody's tournament, either Oakland or New York. Somebody's going home. Holtzman back on the mound. Rivers, White, and Munson, top of the order for the Yankees in the 7th. Mickey, 2 for 3. He reached all 3 times. He scored a run. He tripled. Hitting the air to center. Looping, but North is in on it. Plays shallow and makes the catch. 1 down. Roy White. The Yankee left fielder. Comebacker, Holtzman. Gonna flip to Tennis, and that'll be 2 down. And now Munson. Getting into that Oakland bullpen, not where you want to be when you're behind. Munson, 2 for 2. Ribby, double, walk. Thurman, ground ball short. Campaneris across to Tennis, and that'll retire the Yankees in the 7th. And that'll mean 9 in a row for Holtzman. We're going to the bottom of the 7th. It's time to stretch them out. 74 A's 4. 76 Yankees 3. It's Campaneris, it's Bando, it's Jackson. And both Lyle and Tidrow are throwing for the Yankees. Catfish against Campy. Campy's 2 for 3 with a double and a ribby. Got a range check. Ground ball short. Stanley in the hole. Can he make the play? No, he cannot. His throw is not in time. Campy beats it. And the A's have a runner. Here comes Billy Martin. He's going to go get him. And that's going to do it for Hunter here in the 7th. Give you Hunter's numbers. 6 innings complete. 8 hits allowed. He walked 3. He struck out 4. He has allowed 4 runs to this point, all earned. And Dick Tidrow will take over the reins at this point for him. And Sparky Lyle will continue to warm in the bullpen. Here's Tidrow's card. He's an A reliever, on the road. And that's where he is. Sal Bando steps in. And I take a quick drink of a cold beverage. Bando is 1 for 2. He doubled, struck out, and hit a big sacrifice fly for the A's first run back in the 5th inning. It's the bottom of the 7th. There's 1 man on and nobody out for Sal Bando. Still has that unsightly stain from an earlier error on his pants. Pitch to Sal. Range check. First base, that's Chambliss. That's off his glove. Campaneris will advance to second and hold. And Bando is aboard, first and second now, with Jackson coming to the plate and nobody out. Yankee infield at double play depth. Reggie is 0 for 2 with a run scored and a walk. The pitch. Is hit on the infield. It ticks off Tidrow's glove towards Stanley, and everybody's going to be safe on an infield hit. Reggie legs it out. The bases are full of A's, and it's Joe Rudi coming to the plate. The Yankees have to play the infield in, and there's nobody out. Tidrow to the belt. Rudi is 1 for 3 with a double, a run scored, a strikeout, a ribby, and a cheesesteak sandwich. Pitch home to Rudi is hit to Chambliss. Okay, Chambliss comes home to Munson. They get the out at the plate. Campy is out sliding, but that's all they're going to get. 1 out, bases still full of A's. Bando at third, Jackson at second, and it's Joe Rudi at first. Gene Tennis will be coming to the plate, and that man's done damage, big damage, so far in this one. All right. First and third, bases loaded. Bando at third, Jackson at second, Rudi at first. There's 1 man out. Yankee infield still in. Tidrow to the belt. Ready to throw another one of his sinkers. 1 for 2 for Tennis today, but it was a long one. It hasn't landed yet. Tennis. Ball 2. Ball 2 for Gino. He's ahead in the count. 2 balls, no strikes. Yankee infield in. The pitch. We have another range check. I'm hot with him today. Oh, no, I'm wrong. I'm wrong. He walked him. He walked in a run. Bando scores on the walk. Tennis takes first. It's 5-3 Oakland. And the wheels are starting to fall off the cart for New York. The infield stays in. Jesus Alou is up. The pitch home. Infield is in. Pitch to Alou. Hit in the air to left. It's Roy White camping under it. Jackson tagging. There's going to be a play at the plate. It's not in time. It's not in time. Jackson scores on the sacrifice fly to left from Jesus Alou. It's 6-3. Oakland with 2 outs in the 7th. Men at first and third, and Fosse is due. First and second. Rudi at second. Tennis at first. 2 outs. The pitch to Fosse, who's 0 for 2 today. Lifted in the air to center. Rivers coming in, and he'll make the play. But, 2 devastating runs in the bottom of the 7th for Oakland. Devastating. It's 6-3 Oakland with 2 out, with 2 innings to go. And very late in this ball game. For the Yankees, in the 8th, it's Chambliss, Piniella, and Nettles. Holtzman is coming out of this one. And it's going to be Paul Lindblad to face the middle of the Yankee order. Lindblad is an A-plus pitcher at home. Can go 2 innings if needed. Chris Chambliss with the Yankees down 6-3. The pitch. Hitting the air to right. That's Reggie. He will glove it for out number 1. Piniella steps up. Sweet Lou with nobody on and 1 man out in the 8th. Hitting the air to center, north to his right a few steps, but routine, and that's 2 down. And Nettles, who is 1 for 3 on the day. Oop, and I'm dropping dice. Never good. Nettles with 2 outs and nobody on. Struck him out on some Lindblad gas. We go to the bottom of the 8th. Tidrow did not acquit himself well in the 7th. He's being replaced by Sparky Lyle in the 8th. Sparky Lyle is an A-plus pitcher on the road with walk modifiers on 55 and 77, and he can go 2 innings. Dick Green will lead off. Oh for 3 today with a strikeout. The pitch from Lyle. And he walks Green on the modifier. He walked him. Green takes his base. That's not what they wanted. And North comes to the plate, an accomplished bunter. How do they want to do this? Alvin Dark flashing signs to third base coach Bobby Winkles. And I know you're amazed that I know that. Sacrifice. North squares around and bunts it toward Nettles. Nettles is going to throw to Randolph covering first, and Green will move to second. And now Campaneris will be at the plate with 1 man out. Do they want to use Herb Washington here? No, they don't. I keep struggling with opportunities to get Herb Washington in the game. The pitch to Campaneris. Campy is 3 for 4 with a ribby and a double on the day. Pitch to him. Hitting the air to center. Rivers with a wet noodle for an arm. Green will tag and is going to try to advance. And he holds. And now it's Bando. Bando coming to the plate. Sal is 2 for 3. Run scored, ribby, double whiff. And a big error that they have overcome to this point. Green on second. There's 2 men out. The pitch to Sal. It's a range check. Stanley doesn't get there. Trickles off his glove. Base hit. Green will stop at third. No, and he comes home. He comes all the way around to score on the single off Stanley's glove. Another ribby for Bando. It's 7-3 Oakland, and they can start printing tickets for the ALCS. It's Jackson against Lyle. 1 for 3. Bando at first. Reggie drills one. To center field, it's over Rivers' head. Sal is going to hold at third. He will hold at third. And Rudy comes to the plate. Men at second and third. 2 men out. Rudy, 1 for 4. Pitch to Joe. Struck him out on a slider. And the Yankees get out of this, but not before the A's add a big insurance run. It's 7-3 Oakland. And we're going to the 9th. Raleigh Fingers is coming on to pitch the 9th inning for Oakland. He is an A-plus reliever at home. And he has strikeout modifiers on 55 and 77. Elliott Maddox, Willie Randolph, Fred Stanley all do. But Maddox will not bat. Billy Martin's going to fire his guns. And I know that sounds like a personal problem, but it's really not. Carlos May is going to lead off. He will bat for Maddox. Here in the 9th, leading off against Fingers, Lindblad went 1 inning, 1 strikeout, nothing else across the board. May against Fingers, the right-hander. The pitch, grounded to third, gloved by Bando, throws to Tennis, and that's 1 down. Willie Randolph. Time is running out on the 76 Yankees. Willie Randolph, the pitch from Fingers. Struck him out on a slider from Fingers, and that's 2 down. And Fred Stanley's due, but he won't bat. It's going to be Oscar Gamble. Batting for Stanley. Oscar was .232 in 1976. Pitch from Fingers. Hey, struck him out, and the A's will advance to the American League Championship Series portion of this tournament. That's right. Oakland defeats the New York Yankees in 5 games of a best-of-5 by a score of 7-3. We'll give you the line score for the victorious world champion 1974 Oakland A's. It's 7 runs on 12 hits, and they committed 1 error. And someone's going to need to dry clean Sal Bando's uniform, or that stain just isn't coming out. For the vanquished 1976 New York Yankees, 3 runs on 5 hits. 5 hits is all they got. And for errors, they had none. Winning pitcher, Ken Holtzman. After a rocky start. Losing pitcher, Yankees catfish Hunter. Fingers does not get a save. It was not a save situation. If we look at the bracket now for the American League, we see that the Yankees have been defeated. The A's move on, and they are waiting for the winner of the 68 Tigers and the 1980 Kansas City Royals. That'll be tomorrow. Stay tuned, sports fans. Thank you so much for joining me. Please check out Pine Tar Baseball at ttlbaseballgame.com. ttlbaseballgame.com. I have a lot of fun bringing these to you. Hope you'll check out the game. My name's Kurt Berglund. Please click like and subscribe to my channel. Have a good night. So long, everybody.